Howdy, folks. My name is Marble, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Ray, and my pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Mars, and my pronouns are they, them. And it's time to pull a meal ticket from the deck of friendship. And today, we're talking about Fighting Foodons, Episode 5. Trying to pull up the title of it, because I closed it like an idiot.
It was something, it wasn't even a pun. I remember being upset.
Like, the Ship of Foods or something.
It was Ship of Foods, and it was retroactively a pun, although confusingly.
How is it a pun?
How?
Just because there's a ship in it later.
But Ship of Foods has to be a saying already, but it's not.
It's not a saying. No one says Ship of Foods.
Deck of Friendship of Foods.
There we go.
Sure.
I fixed it. I made it
Sure.
interesting.
We did better than the writers again.
Well, on the Ship of Foods, there is a deck. There is the deck of friendship,
and we're there. And we're
hello. It's so nice on this ship.
Boat joke.
Welcome to our first of many nautical themed deck of friendship episodes.
Sorry.
That was King K. Rool's theme.
Yep.
That was King K. Rool. That was Gangplank Galleon.
That was
exactly
Gangplank
right.
Galleon.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Ray, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's all shake hands. Come on, we're shaking hands now. Thanks,
You're
Ray.
welcome.
Thanks.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Marble. Thank you for thanking Ray.
You're welcome.
I mean,
thank you.
Thank you for thanking me for thanking Ray.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Ship of Foods, Episode 5, Fighting Foodons. This show is a real roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This show has, and I noticed this in all of the episodes, but I think in this one it was most apparent. This show doesn't have a really good sense of spatial awareness. You never really know where you are. You're never really sure where anyone is or how big anyone is compared to anyone else.
Yeah.
It just kind of
People just sort of change sizes every once in a while.
To fit whatever we need. It's a little strange.
I don't know. There's a lot to be confused about in this episode in particular. So, I mean,
Welcome to the deck of contemplation. I don't understand anything that happened here.
I feel like, because, like, to be honest, in terms of what literally happened in this episode, there wasn't that much. But I feel like we're just going to be unpacking it for the next hour, and so let's really get into it.
Just quick summary. Welcome to Shipwreck of Friendship.
So
that's what this episode was.
So, Scene 1, Moment 1, Chase, Kayla, PieTin, Oslo, the Mac cart.
Slowly approach the camera, making you feel with a threatening aura.
They just stomp right directly barreling down towards you, as if they are planning on running you over.
This was clearly supposed to be an establishing shot, but the characters exist in the foreground, and it's so funny. It looks so bad. I'm sorry.
It gave me anxiety.
They're somewhere, like, every episode seems to, I think they're all taking place in, like, different,
It's Pallet Town, Ecritique City, they just never say.
I feel like, you know, like, what we're supposed to take away from the show is that Chase, Kayla, PieTin, Oslo, Macart, Omelet, are wandering around this country, continent, island, somewhere. We don't have any name or reference for, like, the place where they live. They're wandering around, going to all these different cities that are all interchangeable. And I think each episode takes place in a different city.
Yeah.
But they all seem the same.
They are similar. Usually the difference is how occupied or unoccupied the city is by the gluttons.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
Turns out this one was maybe very. We're still unsure. Probably very.
This, at the very least, the gluttons have a boat.
They have a boat, and also they can host events in arenas.
Yeah,
they are at the very least welcome here.
Something like that. So the gang walks by a sign, and it's like, hey, there's a Foodon Tournament. So we're in the tournament arc now.
Tournament arc, baby!
So soon.
Like, I mean, look, there had to be a tournament arc at some point. Did we expect that it would be happening now?
No.
yet. I wasn't ready for it yet. I thought that we were still going to meet new characters and everything.
We just had our ghost episode, so like...
Yeah. This is the ghost...
That's the common trope. Or I guess like the order of events for most of these shonen shows. It's a few episodes of establishment, the ghost episode, the tournament arc, the beach episode, another ghost episode with 4 spooky songs instead of just 1, and then the end of the world.
The final space arc where they have to save the planet, yeah.
Where everything's falling apart and then they fix it with friendship and stuff, and they kill God.
Yeah. At the end of this, Chase and Kayla will kill God, for sure. It's always how it works.
And then it splits the timeline.
Or my theory is that Fried Ricer will probably kill God with his little spoons, but like...
Oh,
we'll
sure.
They're gonna use...
Well, actually, Omelette is gonna kill God, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Omelette is God.
Omelette is gonna reflect a laser off of one of the spoons, killing God.
Yes, I accept this. I fully accept this. This is definitely going to happen. I put no money on it because I have nothing to bet, but it's probably gonna happen. Mark my words.
I put all negative $35 in my bank account on this.
I have given... Listen, if I'm correct, whoever is betting against me gets to pay off all of my credit card debt. But if I'm incorrect, they still have to do it. But I'll be really sad.
Yeah, but it's really a win-win-lose.
It's really, I win in a few different ways, and you lose in all of them.
$2 million are going to go into my bank account. Is this how it works? Is this how you do it? Okay.
Yeah. Whether you're right or wrong, that's what's going to happen.
Oh, good.
But they are going to kill God, and then they're going to learn about friendship, and then Fried Ricer is going to have a heated gamer moment.
Oh,
he always says Fried Ricer, but he's going to say some bad words.
No, not. I've been subscribed to Fried Ricer for years, and I know he's not that kind of person.
I know he's not. I have an established personal relationship with Fried Ricer, and I'm his only patron.
I know he's not because he makes art that I love, and people who make art that I love can't be bad.
This is too real.
Did you see Fried Ricer's Outlast 2 Let's Play?
Okay, we need to stop.
Screamed a lot. Just screamed a lot, and it was really good.
Yeah, the part that stoked controversy is when he looked right into the camera. And listen, I'm not supporting him saying this, but I'm repeating it for informational sake. When he looked right into the camera and said "Fried Ricer," and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! There are kids watching, dude."
I can't believe that Fried Ricer said that Coolsville sucks.
You hate to see it. So Chase wants to win a tournament.
Guess. Now, here's the thing, and we do have the little paragraph that summarizes the episode, kind of, and it does say that the first match that we see is the semifinals.
Yep.
Is it? They never said that. Did they say that?
I don't know if they said that. I don't know if they said that.
They didn't, but Albert does say, "I guess I'll fight you in the finals," which implies that Chase, it's a lot.
No.
So I was expecting there to be at least an episode's worth of competition before he moved on to the boat phase. But let's talk about what actually happened.
Yeah, can we talk about this competition for a second? Because it's very confusing.
Weird. It was very weird.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You get a bunch of chefs together, and you have them compete to see who can make the best Foodon.
But, not even that. Not even that, though. Not even that. Most of them don't even make Foodons.
I know, but that's what it's presented as. It's like, who can make the best Foodon? And you got all these people at these stations making their food. And then this big military friend comes out.
Named, and I have to say this name. His name is Muscles Marinara.
And muscles is not spelled like the arm muscles. It's spelled like
it's a pun.
Exactly. Muscles marinara.
That sounds really gross, actually, though.
It does, actually.
It does. That doesn't sound like a good combination of foods.
Well, it makes sense because,
he's gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he comes out as gay.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, not as gross.
I mean, look, your behavior still sucks, but,
good for you.
Good for you, I guess.
I support one aspect of your life.
Exactly one aspect.
Exactly one, and it's the gay part.
And that aspect does not overshadow the other bits and make those other bits less bad.
Right. So he comes out as gay, and then he enters the stage.
And he's
he says, "Hello, everyone. I'm gay."
And everybody claps.
Basically, everybody has their finished foods, and they're like ready to like either like compare them to each other or like have them fight each other or something. Mm-hmm. But the guy comes out and he muscles marinara, and he stomps, right? Like he does a big stomp or something.
He like slaps the table.
He slaps the table, and like, oh yeah, he slaps the table, and all like the food like flies into the air, and he's like, "All this food sucks. All of you suck. Everyone sucks." And then all the foods are just like hitting the ground, and he's like, "Everybody loses. Go home, except." And then he puts his hand in the sky, and miraculously falling into his palm is a beautiful finished dish of fried rice.
Wait, hold on. I just got more confused for a second, and not about what you were talking about, but I want to dive more into the semifinals thing for a second.
Okay.
Because later, another character says, I've got to focus on my real competition, not that I have any. Which implies, because normally a finals match is between the two people who won, who are the other people competing? It can't be a finals. What's going on? What's happening?
Maybe there were different sets of the event that we saw, and there's a winner from each.
They're keeping us guessing, you see. Also, how do you get to the semifinals without competing?
Like, were there other matches that we didn't see?
I think so.
It doesn't seem like it.
That's true.
Okay, well, both of you have said two different things on that now.
Well, I'm standing by. I don't understand what's happening. That's my take here.
That's the real truth.
I mean, that's the real truth. Our version is that there were other event battles.
There have to have been other events.
Where there were winners, and Albert was the winner of one of them.
Just off screen, yeah.
Yeah, just off screen. Before...
Either that or he got, like, an endorsement, maybe.
Right,
by Leon.
Chase and
Leon was like, "You're gonna have a champion time." And then
Hop was like, "I'm gonna be just like my brother."
And Albert was like, "I was endorsed by Chairman Markiplier."
Wait, what's going on?
I'm making fun of that one guy from Pokemon Sword and Shield that looks like Markiplier.
I mean, wait, you think that Bede looks like Markiplier?
No,
I think that Rose looks like Markiplier.
Don't insult my boy Bede. I love Bede.
Well, I will insult Bede.
Oh, I'm gonna insult Bede.
Just not for looking like Markiplier. I think that I would, if Bede was real, I think I would shove him in a locker.
Same. And I don't bully.
I do. I bully Bede.
Bede is the best. Bede is the best character in that game.
We're not there yet. Anyway.
Love Bede.
This is Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's a gym battle.
I mean, this essentially what, like Fried Ricer essentially did Dynamax.
I mean, yeah,
probably. It's hard to tell if he was actually supposed to have grown in that scene or if the perspective was just weird again.
Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
So,
sorry.
Muscles Marinara.
Back to Muscles.
Decides that Chase is the winner, and then he's like, "You can join the Gourmands," or whatever he called them.
The Gourmandizers.
Gourmandizers. An elite group of glutton fighters.
Right, and then Chase and PieTin are like, "Evil!" And then starts... Well, PieTin just runs...
I feel like Chase contained himself. He was like, "Oh no, this is bad."
Yeah.
And PieTin was like, "A glutton. I'm gonna kill him."
Yep. And I was all for it.
He's literally 9 feet tall.
I wanted PieTin to win, okay?
I did too.
So Muscles Marinara is talking about this prize, which is becoming a gourmandizer, and PieTin attacks him, and yeah, it's bad. And then...
Well, I want to talk about the implications of that, though, because it's interesting that, like, the prize is becoming a gourmandizer, so this is, like, is this a glutton-funded tournament?
Is this a recruitment?
It is a recruitment for sure, but, like, does that mean this entire tournament is, like, a glutton scheme?
I mean, the gluttons are everywhere. They are in charge.
It definitely seems that way, and I also do want to say that in an earlier episode, I think maybe I brought up, we had a conversation about like whether or not the gluttons had like control over their situation, and it kind of now is more and more coming to light that they're just an army.
Yeah,
and they're in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally had this sergeant here.
Yep. Yeah.
Muscles Marinara literally has like this whole like military getup. And he leads the Gormandizers, which we now have more of an idea of the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Of the Glutton Empire.
Where does Claudia fit in here, huh?
Well, she's buddy-buddy with the head of the Gormandizers, so that's got to put her really high up, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were just sort of chatting.
Yeah.
They were just like hanging out. They were like playing some Sorry, the board game Sorry.
And she's like, sorry, not sorry.
Wait.
I used to have Disney Sorry, and that was like probably my earliest exposure to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
because it's like you put all the Disney properties in one place. That's Kingdom Hearts.
That's Kingdom Hearts, baby.
You go to Disney World, all the different properties just interacting with each other. That's Kingdom Hearts, baby.
Mickey's House of Mouse, Kingdom Hearts.
And this is exactly why, at the Disney theme parks, and this is a little bit of insider information, they tell the park employees, the ones wearing the suits, not to like cross zones and to go meet up with other characters from other universes. And the reason why that they say that, why that is such strong policy, is because if they do that, they will open the door to Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
Exactly.
So actually, like when you drop your Mickey Mouse ears off of Splash Mountain, Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
That's
you
Kingdom
think Mickey
Hearts.
Mouse was in the original Splash Mountain AMV? No.
There is a Keyblade somewhere in Disneyland, and you just have to find it.
Yeah, it's like the hidden Mickeys, but there's only one, and if you don't find it in the next 4 hours, we're all doomed.
Is that what they call the Disney Vault?
You have to find all of the hidden Mickeys to find it.
The Disney Vault is where they keep Larxene.
They
never let her shine and be like a fully fledged character, so they just keep her in the Disney Vault.
Don't you mean every single woman in Kingdom Hearts is fridged in the Disney Vault?
Wait, when did we start talking about the movie Frozen?
The whole time it's Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, Muscles Marinara does this thing, and it's bad. He just steps on PieTin.
He stomps on PieTin. He's like crushing PieTin with his boot.
PieTin's about to die.
This was like a dark moment for fighting Foodons. And listen,
yeah.
I know that we make a lot of jokes about fighting Foodons being darker than it actually is, but this actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
And PieTin's entire body fit under his boot.
Mm-hmm. PieTin was actually choking. It was scary. Thankfully, Chase... also, as PieTin gets stomped on, Chase is restrained by other, what are they called?
Gluttons?
It's really bad to look at.
And completely breaking the tone, Chase says, hey, Muscles,
Stop murdering my friend,
Stop
please.
murdering my friend, please. We're just trying to have a good time. We came out here for a good time, and honestly, we're feeling really attacked. And
literally attacked.
Literally attacked by your boot, so stop it, please. Remove the boot. And PieTin, while being crushed, says, yeah, it's stinky.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that he's staring into Chase's eyes with like a sad smile as he says it. So that's not what he says in the original, right?
No, it can't be what he says in the original.
It's something like, thank you, Chase, I was about to die. But no, it was, thanks, Chase, his boot was stinky.
Mm-hmm.
His boot was stinky. He stepped in some gum and it got on my shirt. And I was like, you.
And also, all my ribs are collapsed.
And also, I need a doctor, please. I'm not a doctor, but I think I have.
And then somehow after this, they're just sort of like, they kind of forget about all this for the last half of the episode until the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so Chase stands up to Muscles Marinara and destroyed everybody's food except for Chase's. So there isn't really a competition to be had now.
Yeah. I skipped some stuff, yes.
Chase's is still intact, and he throws. He doesn't. We don't see him. We don't see the meal ticket contact the food, but Chase summons Fried Ricer.
But he just uses it because the meal tickets are like a Pokeball. He already had Fried Ricer.
Right. Yes. Exactly. And then Muscles Marinara brings out the shrimp friend. There was
tempura.
a little shrimp tempura.
It was shrimp tempura. I think it was shrimp tempura. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was some sort of there was I don't know if there was supposed to be a pun for his name or not, but it was shrimp tempura turned into a little man who constantly changes size, and it's not like
I get it now. He's tiny because he's a shrimp.
Yes,
but also his size does change a lot.
It's not like it's defined as like a power that he has. It's literally like the animators changing what size he is based on what scene he's in.
I do want to give the animators a little bit of credit for just a second, because y'all are talking about this changing size thing. For me, when I watch this episode, throughout this fight, Fried Ricer is beat down really bad, and on 2 occasions gets power topped. Don't laugh. What did I say?
Oh, sorry.
Marvel?
I'm sorry. It was compulsive.
Marvel, what did I say? And gets some power. First it's peas, and then it's something else. And
gun.
I'm pretty sure
It's a gun.
He power tops Fried Ricer with a gun. He just puts a gun on top of the rice, and then Fried Ricer puts a gun.
But I'm pretty sure that both times that Fried Ricer gets a power topping, he gets a little bigger. And I think that's what is happening.
He definitely gets muscle times. I remember seeing muscles and feeling weird.
And like I said while we were watching the episode, I really want a situation where he pops open a can of spinach and then eats it and then grows big muscles like Popeye the Sailor.
And goes,
Hey, why does he sound like Mr. Krabs? Is that
Mr.
what Popeye laughs like?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Mr. Krabs is at least a little bit, like the voice is a little bit based on Popeye. But what I'm saying, though, is that maybe what power toppings do is literally make your Foodon bigger. Because Fried Ricer got bigger because of the first power topping, was able to get out of the wrap. And then got bigger the second time and was able to suplex.
Perhaps. I feel like there's a lot of theorizing to be done because of the lack of explanation. There was a point, I'd like to just spell this out for our audience. There was a point in which the shrimp tempura attacked Fried Ricer by hiding in the curve of his spoon and then rocketing himself out of it and smacking Fried Ricer underneath the chin. That's how tiny he was. And then one scene later, without any power topping involved at all, he was like back to being like midriff waist height of Fried Ricer.
Maybe
all
Shrimp
right.
Tempura's power is changing size.
Maybe that is Shrimp Tempura's power. That's the only explanation I could think of.
All right, so Shrimp Tempura's power is getting big
size manipulation,
size stuff.
It's like that. It's like the Ed and Eddie episode where they play with perspective and stuff. This is actually like his whole like power. Shrimp Tempura's whole power is like warping the audience's sense of spatial awareness, and that's how he literally has like power over space and time.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So going with the theory that power toppings make you bigger, what if you just threw like 30 power toppings all at once on beefsteak?
The cluster.
New moon. Beefsteak's a new moon.
Like, I think beefsteak just like at that point just sort of inherits the title of Earth. You know?
He engulfs the Earth, and then we live on beefsteak. And every once in a while, instead of a rooster crowing at the top of the morn, we hear beefsteak, and it echoes throughout our entire consciousness.
And you know what? Like, the scientists won't tell you, but that's what causes earthquakes.
You know, people
I'm
always...
a beefsteak earther.
I'm a beefsteak earther.
I'm a beefsteak earther.
I can't.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
Can't believe you're both beefsteakers.
I knew we were both like headed to the same joke. It was just a matter of who got there first, and I was like, "We have to do this."
Yeah,
this was like watching. It was watching art happen.
Oh my god! So Fighting Foodons is a show.
That's the episode. Like, what do you want from me?
No, then they're on the boat.
Now they're
on a boat. That was the first half of the episode.
Fried Ricer wins, but barely so. Everybody gets to go on the boat.
That's the first half. I thought that was the end.
I thought it was the end, too.
So much happened. Now they're in a boat, and there's a grocery store in the boat.
Yes, we get an establishing shot of a boat.
Yeah,
so
there's a boat somewhere in this episode. We see the boat at least twice.
And then Fried Ricer rolls a massive blunt, because we're on international waters, so everything's legal.
Can we do a quick vote if that joke is allowed on the podcast?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, were we voting? I was just saying yes, we can take a vote.
Oh, okay, let's have a vote.
Let's have a vote.
Yes if it's okay to be in a podcast. Vote no if it's not okay to be in the podcast. I vote yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
It was the same either way.
I just had to clarify, okay?
Yeah.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
That's valid.
So I don't remember exactly what happens here because I kind of lost interest after the fight. But
I
meet
would
Albert,
be happy.
right?
I would be happy to explain what happens next, my good friend Raymond, because this happens to be my favorite episode, and I did remember it from when I was a child.
Oh, please.
Oh, yes.
So they're in the grocer's market, and Albert shows up, and he's like, "Hello, my name is Albert, and I just want to make friends. I'm just here to have a good time, and I like meeting new people, and I'm a really chill person, and I thought maybe we could just chill, because there's not a lot of other people on this boat that aren't fascist allegories in the form of chefs. So I was wondering if maybe you want to just kick back, maybe play some Pokemon or something. I just got the new Pokemon Sword and Shield game on my Nintendo Switch, and I was wondering if maybe you would want to have a Pokemon battle." And Chase drop kicks him off the side of the ship.
Okay, now, I mean...
You might believe that happened. That sounds like a fighting Foodon thing to happen.
Now, I have a question. And
Yes.
this episode is a lot of me just chiming in with me saying, I have a question. But I do have a question.
Yes.
I'm happy to answer your questions, Mark.
Why did they get on the boat?
Because Cruz.
In the town from the start, in the city from the start, is where this Coliseum was, where they had the original, they call it the semifinals, maybe preliminaries, more likely. I don't know. It's hard to say, but whatever.
And they find out it's a glutton plot.
Right, and they find it's a glutton plot there on land. Why do they then get on the boat?
Because...
Sorry.
No,
I was
it's
going to
fine.
say, they didn't have a huddle to be like, hey, maybe we should try to infiltrate their ranks and take them down from the inside, or this is how we get close to King Gorge or something, and then we can, you get up close and you say fried rice or hey,
Fried rice.
They didn't have that though. They just they got on the boat.
I think it's just because of hubris. I think that they just want to continue the tournament, even though it's glutton run, which is strange.
But
that's definitely
why?
A strange part.
You gotta have the tournament art.
PieTin especially.
PieTin especially.
PieTin especially.
How did PieTin leave the Coliseum without getting captured?
Maybe they... No, because Muscles Marinara shows up again after...
Yeah, Muscles Marinara ends up on the boat too. So
okay, headcanon time. Are we ready? Okay. This is my theory. PieTin, while everybody's watching this Coliseum fight, and he has revealed himself as a rebel chef, and gotten his friends to accidentally reveal themselves as rebel chefs also. And in order to make sure that they could get out of the Coliseum safely, he used one of those Men in Black shiny thingies put on every single person. The benefit being that it's very quick and easy, and now nobody knows his secret. But with the side effect of that now Chase and Kayla don't know that there's gluttons everywhere. And then he used it on himself on accident and forgot.
Of course.
and then forgot
Then he dropped it in the ocean.
Yeah, I forgot that he had it. Yeah, absolutely.
My headcanon is that it's bad writing.
In this, okay, here's my actual headcanon. Later, when he meets Albert, he gets really, really mad that at the implication that his dad's fried rice recipe is bad. We know Chef Jack is, a bad dude. It kind of seems like Chase doesn't know that yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Chase is just, on his own journey, and PieTin is, head in the game,
He's a true revolutionary.
PieTin's on the boat because he wants to kill King Glutton.
And he's going to.
Chase is on the boat because he's I gotta
I'm gonna prove to my dad that I'm the best Foodon chef in the world!
Yeah, Chase is on the boat because he wants to prove himself.
Meanwhile, PieTin's packing the gunpowder topping, and he's, ready to go. Hi, everyone listening to Deck of Friendship. That's a fun writer's trick called a callback that I just used. If you put in a callback, sometimes people will remember stuff that you said earlier.
I thought a callback was when you were called back to an audition.
It is also that sometimes you are called back by the hiring manager for a production, and then it's still a writer's trick because you remember that you auditioned in the first place.
Oh, so you didn't get Men in Black pen flashed? But
you did, but then you remember.
If, what's the name of any writer?
Ernest Hemingway.
Thank you. If Ernest Hemingway juggled, is that a writer's trick? All right, that's my night. Thank you.
Ha, ha. Yeah, Mars! Woo!
Are you doing the Deck of Friendship intro?
Yes. I lied about Albert being a good person. He comes up to them and is like, your Foodons suck.
Mm-hmm. And then Chase gets really mad.
That was a little writer's trick called lying.
It's more of a... never mind.
And this is why Bede is a great character. Because...
Spoilers.
No, there's no spoilers here. I was going to make some jokes, Ray. I was going to make jokes for our podcast.
It's a little writer's trick called jokes.
It's a little writer's trick called jokes.
I don't understand.
And you know what? I was doing, actually, the same writer's trick that Marvel did, which was doing a callback.
I'm just really scared of getting spoiled on Pokemon right now.
I mean, you're valid, but I'm your friend and I would never do that to you.
Hop dies twice.
Hop does die twice, though.
Vegeta kills him.
Vegeta is in the game. Like, Vegeta couldn't get in Smash Brothers, but can get in Pokemon. Yeah,
and it's weird, because Goku is in Smash Brothers, so it's weird that they couldn't get Vegeta in there, too.
Echo Fighter, even.
Look, if they ever do an Echo Fighters pass, Vegeta's gonna be number one, obviously. It's like Ken.
Sora for Smash. Anyways,
Albert's a jerk.
He's a smelly boy.
Bede is good, though. Y'all don't believe me, but Bede is good.
I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to be rude about my good friend Mars's opinion. So I just won't say anything. I have nothing nice to say, so I won't say anything.
Shout out
I've not gotten far enough in the game to make an opinion about Bede that matches yours.
Shout out in the comments if Bede is good. Now here's the thing, Ray, is that I liked Bede from the beginning.
We have
That's
comments.
Fine. You can have opinions about Bede. That's fine.
Shout out in the comments if you like Bede. Anyway.
I like Beat from The World Ends With You. I just wanted to talk about The World Ends With You. We should move on. So Alfred is a jerk, and he insults Chase's cooking, and Chase is like, that's my father's fried rice recipe. If you ever say anything negative about it again, I will throw you overboard with your Nintendo Switch.
Hey Chase, your fried rice sucks egg.
Well, it does have egg in it, so...
It's funny that they predicted the Nintendo Switch existing.
Yeah.
That's a little strange.
Yeah. And then Nintendo sued because they didn't have the rights to use their name, but,
Well, then they called it the PieTinTendo Switch. It's Tim's.
It's Tim's.
It's Tim's Tendo.
PieTinTendo.
PieTinTendo, we got there.
PieTinTendo.
Thank you.
PieTinTendo.
We
the
finally
PieTinTendo
got
Switch.
There. The joke is funny now. We got there.
We did it, everybody. We're funny. Please clap.
Please clap. Get in the comments.
Get in that comments and give us as many clapping emojis as you feel necessary. Did y'all just hear my new phone? My new phone did a little boop, 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 boop.
Hey, Ray, are you doing the Deck of Friendship intro?
I was, in fact, doing a writer's trick called a callback.
I was doing a writer's trick called the Deck of Friendship intro.
Chase and Albert do a fight.
Thank you. Thank you.
I win the fight. Marble wins the fight.
Chase and Albert do a fight. They do an actual food fight and create fried rice.
The ship is called the SS Food Fight, and it made a joke earlier, but it is called the SS Food Fight.
Which is funnier than the thing I said, actually, legitimately.
Chase is making his fried rice with hatred in his heart, which is never a good thing, as Oslo points out. Albert is very in tune with his inner cooking soul, and is like sprinkling ingredients everywhere. It looks good and fancy.
It's in the intro.
It's in the intro.
It is in the intro.
Everyone
and then
loves...
Pizza attacks with gooey cheese.
Pizza does attack with gooey cheese.
And everybody loves Albert's fried rice.
Oh, it's delicious.
Albert carefully selected recipes.
Yeah.
And then Pizza attacked with gooey cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what will win? Chinese or Chinese? Because they made the same dish.
Right.
Yes. Now, what's interesting is that Albert does make a point of saying that his food style is not usually Chinese, as we see later, because there's more. Chase's fried rice sucks, right? Everyone doesn't like it. It's bad. He made it hastily. He was just trying to prove that he was better.
It.
Yes.
Chase is like, this sucks.
And then they have a real Foodon fight.
Chase wants to have a real Foodon fight, but they get caught.
By Muscles Marinara.
And Muscles Marinara is like, I love it when children fight. Do it anyways. And they do it anyway.
And so they're on the deck of the ship.
Of friendship? Oh, yeah.
Ha ha ha.
But this isn't really a deck of friendship because they don't become friends.
Right, they hate each other.
Did you like that voice?
Yeah,
I did.
very good.
Thank you.
I did. Can you say last time on Dragon Ball Z and then just say whatever you think Dragon Ball Z is about in that voice?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Yamcha gets in a fist fight with God and loses. And then they all go out for... Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to address me. I thought we were doing the intro.
Yeah, that was a really good intro song, Marvel.
Thanks.
Mars, I really love the voice. I need you to narrate Dragon Ball Z openings. Okay, so Chase has fried ricer and Albert has 2 Foodons.
2 of them.
Yeah.
What was
2 of
it?
them.
Crab cake?
Yeah,
Cannon?
no, so it was cow burrito.
A cabarito.
Cowboy Rito.
Cowboy Rito.
And the best food on so far, even alongside Caborito, is Crab Quake.
Crab Quake.
Yes,
That's like
Crab
a
Quake.
genuinely good name and design, though.
It is.
Yes.
Like literally, though, like that would be in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
That's Pokemon League.
And legit, Crab Quake has little tiny round black sunglasses.
Yes.
Exceptional.
Crab Quake is very good.
Big fan of Crab Quake.
And he works at the only Blockbuster that's still left in the world.
Wow.
There's only one left. He works there.
Thank you so much for your service, Crab Quake.
Thanks, Crab Quake.
Thanks, Crab Quake. You're bigger than the building.
Thank goodness.
Thank you so much for all of your service. Can I please get a copy of The Addams Family, the live-action one? I haven't seen it yet, and I really want to.
It's Rob Julia's best work.
Oh, wow, that's exciting. Thanks for your input. You're so knowledgeable about stuff.
Well, everyone else here comes in here, so I spend a lot of time watching the movies.
Well, I'll come in here, and we can develop a friendship that turns into you teaching me how to play baseball, and then I'm the underdog, but we enter the big leagues together, and you cheer me on from the stands, and then we win the Super Bowl.
How did
Or
you
something.
know about my baseball ambitions? I can hold 2 bats at once.
I mean, so can I, dude.
I love sports movies so much. I love sports animal companion movies. They're so good. Air Bud who?
I can hit twice as many balls as you can.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! So then Oslo dies.
Stop baking!
Whenever
He falls into the ocean.
Whenever I steal a base, I walk sideways.
No. How can he get to the bases so quickly? So, Chase thinks he's won because Omelet... Okay, it's a 2v2 fight. I forgot to mention that.
Wait, I thought of something funny for the bit. We're not out yet.
Okay.
So, like, it's gonna get to that point in the movie where it's like, we're not sure if we're gonna win or not. And I need to steal a base to give us the edge. And then, like, everybody is, like, really shocked to see my secret technique. So I get on all fours and I start crab walking.
And everyone's like, oh my goodness.
You just look to me taking up half of the stands.
A single tear rolls down your eye.
Just like I taught her.
Oh,
oh no!
And then
And then we win the big game.
we win the big game, and
you won the big game.
wait. How can I carry you on my shoulders? I'm holding 2 bats.
Oh no! The one thing we didn't account for. So then Oslo falls into the ocean.
Oslo doesn't die. Stop lying, Marvel.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We did
So then
forget to
Oslo's
mention.
saucer just explodes.
Stop lying, even though
And
all
Ray
of these
just
things
starts
could be
throwing
true.
up.
And I start throwing up everywhere.
Okay. So
It's a
So,
2v2
it's
fight.
a 2v2 fight.
It's Crab Quake and Cowboy Rito versus Fried Ricer and Omelet!
Omelet!
The two most powerful Foodons on Team Chase.
And some would argue, I mean, not the only Foodons, because of course there's the meatballs, we don't want to forget them, but the only active Foodon.
There's Sir Dumpling.
You're
That's
right.
Team Chase. It's Team
you're right.
Chase.
I forgot about Sir Dumpling. You're
Don't
right.
worry
That's
about
on me.
PieTin right now.
That's
It's
on
How
fine.
could you forget about Fried Ricer's boyfriend?
Yeah, that's really rude.
It is really rude of me. You're right.
So, it's 2v2. Chase is, like, having them shoot lasers.
Yeah.
Fried Ricer shoots lasers now, which is fun.
Omelet shoots lasers out of her tail.
Yep,
and
that's
and
fun.
Fried Ricer shoots lasers out of his spoons.
Mm-hmm. New powers.
He also shoots lasers out of his massive blunt that he's been smoking because he's on international waters.
No!
Now
It's
that's what we in the Writers Guild call a callback, and
That's the one.
it's important.
So Chase is having them shoot lasers, and he's like, "Alright, that's enough! You did it!" And
It's actually the animation of this episode is actually really tight, to be honest.
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yeah, there's two very good fight scenes.
Mhm.
And all the
Chase,
scenes of them cooking are really nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, overall, it's very well animated. You're correct.
I would say that the cooking looks better than the fights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Chase calls off the attack because he thinks he's won, and lo and behold,
When the smoke clears, there's a giant cabbage.
yep. What
Spinach shield, I think it was.
Spinach shield, even though it was definitely a lettuce wrap.
That was
Mars
clearly
called it.
not spinach.
This is the first time that I have thought that this show is wrong.
I'm with Mars on this. You are right, 100%.
It
They
should have
called
been
it-
called the lettuce wrap.
They called it a spinach shield. Crabquake envelops the team in lettuce wrapped to protect them from the shots. And
I
then
thought it was spinach.
Like in a shield?
Like a shield, like a spinach shield.
Marble, you just finished my face.
Pokemon spinach shield.
Pokemon Spinach and Pokemon Shield.
No, you got Pokemon spinach shield and Pokemon lettuce wrap.
Which one are you getting? And I'm gonna wait for the third one. Actually,
I'm getting spinach wrap or
I'm
spinach
getting
shield.
gun.
I'm getting beef
I'm
steak.
getting gun.
So they were fine. They didn't get hurt from the attack, right? And then they blast. They win. Albert wins.
Albert wins, like a lot.
Like really hard, and like
And Fried Ricer and Omelet almost fall off the boat.
Chase has to stop them from falling off the boat, and then he like looks over his shoulder and looks down at the waves below and sees like the possibility, like of his own
The
mortality,
possibility.
and then the possibility of his own mortality.
Thank you.
And as he stares into the crashing waves below as they slap against the ship, like you know how waves do,
Mhm.
he sees 3 pieces of Exodia.
No,
crossover.
he doesn't.
No,
he
he
turns.
doesn't.
He looks down at the water, and then he turns to Albert and says, "Spaghetti about it. You win."
I'm almost certain that Spaghetti About It is going to be a Foodon later.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think, and this is just me, I think that at some point pizza will attack with gooey cheese.
Did you know?
Did you know? Pizza will attack with gooey cheese.
Did you know, anime? In Fighting Foodons episode 4, pizza will attack with gooey cheese.
What
I-
will win?
I have a legitimate question now, because I feel like
Allow me to answer that question. Yes, Mars. Pizza will attack with gooey
now
cheese.
I have what has out of the 5 episodes that we've watched so far of I think 26, which it feels like we're farther in than that somehow.
Yeah, it does.
Because stuff keeps happening.
Oh boy.
Out of the 5 episodes we've watched so far, which one has been your favorite?
This
4.
one.
4 for me.
4 for me. 4 was
Actually,
really
4
good.
had the song, so
Yeah.
I'm going to say 4.
Yeah.
And 4 was just really fun.
hmm
What happened in 4 again?
The mansion, the gooey cheese.
No, I need something a little bit more descriptive than that, Ray. What happened last episode? I don't remember. Please explain it to me.
Sure. Let me
on.
just think for a second. When in last episode, we learned the story of Master Flambe. It seems that long ago the Master Chef cooked the masterpiece pizza for Princess Cupcake, but instead of waiting to slice Frenchie toast Kayla Princess Cupcake.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Ray.
You're welcome. That's what happened. We're done with this episode, essentially. They're just kind of expecting the real tournament fight now.
Now it is kind of interesting because Chase losing this fight, like it does start to get back to those themes that were in the first episode of Chase trying to become a better cook. And like
Yeah.
I'm wondering if like with this tournament arc, like, because this is the first episode that we've had that will have a continuation in the next. Like, if for some reason in the next episode it does the thing again where it starts a new story and just forgets about the story from the last episode, then I am going to scream. But it does feel like, like they actually this time did have a, hey, next time on Fighting Foodons, some stuff is going to happen.
There is a possibility for continuation. Also, hey, Chase lost.
Chase did lost. So it's
Chase lost.
It's continuing those themes in the first episode of, like, him trying to become a better cook, him, like, realizing that he's not that strong, and, losing some of that confidence that he's built up over the past couple of episodes.
Well, he had confidence, and then it became pride and hubris.
Right, exactly. Right?
Like he was improving, and then he's like, now I'm the best! Yeah,
confidence is good, but
he needs to train up those burnt meatballs.
Yeah, right? Like, he
needs more type coverage.
He does need more type coverage, and I know that the burnt meatballs have low stats, but they
are ghost type.
They are ghost type, so, like...
And they can form an impenetrable wall of burnt meat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of potential with them, if he just, trained them a little more, gave them a couple better moves.
Hey, would you all like to join my band?
Yeah.
It's called Impenetrable Wall of Burnt Meat.
I would love to.
What's our first single?
Ghostsong.mp4.
Ghostsong.mp4.
Alright.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Marvel.
That's a wrap.
That's a lettuce wrap.
That's a lettuce wrap.
Spinach, shield me from those mean words.
I mean, okay.
No, I'm gonna say more mean words.
Okay.
Heck.
Oh, whoa.
If you'd like to hear more of Deck of Friendship, listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll do you. Thank you so much. If you liked what you heard this episode, and with a guest,
I'm sorry,
and with a guest, like,
this was a good one.
This was a good episode.
This was a spicy episode.
Don't talk.
You're
don't
right.
Talk
I'm
nonsense.
going. I'm driving.
Talk, Ray.
Don't talk nonsense
Ray.
About it.
Don't talk, Ray.
Beep.
Please talk, Ray.
Beep beep.
Please just make beep beep noises throughout the rest of the outro. Thank you.
Throughout the rest of the series.
If you enjoyed the show, and why wouldn't you, with a incredible guest like Crabquake? Thank you. Please leave us a rating on iTunes. That would be really cool. Leave us a review. If you do, we'll read it on the show. But frankly, more important than that, bigger than that, and way cooler than that, is just sharing with a friend, sharing with a bud, someone who likes Yukio, who wants to check out our previous season, someone who has no idea what Fighting Foodons is, which is, I feel like, most of us. And if you are friends with the rare Fighting Foodons fan, let them know that this podcast exists. I bet they would love to know that somebody is talking about this show.
Hey, also, if we're friends, don't share it with me. I listened to it already. But it's nice of you to think of me.
Hey, Marvel.
I do appreciate it.
Hey, Marvel, have you heard of this podcast?
Have you heard of this?
We already did our promos. We can't.
Deck of Friendship.
Beep, beep.
And yeah, if you want to reach out to us, you can find us on Twitter at Friendship Deck. You can email us at deckofriendshippod@gmail.com. And as we say every episode,
Beep, beep, beep.